good afternoon. True Blue Tie here from Thailand. Another Manchester City match report after a 1-0 defeat to Nottingham Forest. So for instance, not good. And so we've got left the City ground with no points. Where we thought we were going to leave with at least one. For instance, me personally, when going into the game, I thought we would actually win the game. So I am gutted to say the least. So for instance, but it's been that season, and to talk about bad luck, I believe that, for instance, even though I haven't seen it, I heard about it, and people were complaining about it because of Liverpool played against Southampton yesterday and didn't play a great game. But they managed to win the game. Actually, got a penalty and went 1-0 down and come back and got a penalty. And so for instance, and the luck's going for you like it was in the week against PSG. For instance, the luck's going for you. So, and this is what's happening with the likes of, for instance, the likes of. Like Liverpool, etc., where we can't seem to get a break at the moment, etc. For instance, and we have a week off, etc. I think everybody's coming in buzzing, everybody was confident, everybody felt good. We got, we knew what the injuries we had, etc., but we were confident coming into the game. I predicted a 4-1, even though I went for a 3-1 originally and went for a 4-1. I thought, for instance, Forest are not playing that great. And we've got a very good record against Forest. And first time they beat us in these main road days. I was quite confident about the game, and no reason why we shouldn't. The starting lineups, etc. For instance, for instance, the starting lineups was interesting. Again, we were, Pep's has his favourites. We know this, and his starting lineup, etc., was Bernardo Silva, for instance, and he likes to play the guy, even though nobody had him in the team, and a few people had Foden and etc., for instance, and Kevin De Bruyne or whatever was it called, but nobody really had. For instance, Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva in the team, but for instance, Pep likes to play him, and he played, and there's a massive indifference now, what's it called, and how people. I listen. Because again, prior to this is me. What happened is I don't listen. I don't do the. This is 12 o'clock. This is 12 o'clock Thailand time. Okay, this is Thailand time. Sorry, Cap. It's what I did Sunday. For instance, most of my neighbours have gone out, so for instance, to be able to talk to you without in peace. But for instance, what I also do between 6 a.m. and now, I go through. I look at YouTube, whatever, or and all kinds of things. Listen to what my colleagues are saying. Listen to Ian Cheeseman. Listen to LB. Listen to Liverpool City. Listen to, for instance, South Stand. Listen to everybody, for instance, and get their point of view about it. Listen to and then New York Gok, etc. So New York Gok, for instance, was talking about Rico Lewis. Played brilliant today. Played garbage today. Absolute rubbish. And then you're listening to LB, for instance, and I thought, LB's going to criticise Lewis. Well, I thought Lewis, when he came on, etc., at least he was trying to do something. There you go. You got two massive different opinions, but opinions I largely respect. Not entirely, I largely respect. Because LB, for instance, got my goat, for instance, when he was talking about Edison. But I agree with them what they were saying but no, they were two different with both their points, but they both had two contrasting different points about the same player. So, for instance, which is fine. And this is what I like to do. I like to listen to everybody, for instance, to get their opinion. Does that favour with what I saw with my own eye test and of the game, and I saw what the game I saw again this morning. Anyway, so let's get into it because, let me just go tell about Edison, for instance. So, LB was having his player ratings with Seth, okay, and they were talking about, and his player rating starts at 6. and for an average game, and he said Steph was going to give him an 8.3 or an 8.2, and then he went down to a 3, and I thought that whoa, yeah, and you can say it cost us the game. Well, this is the life of a goalkeeper. For instance, it's it's I listened to Joe Hart talking on Match of the Day about it, and it appears that you said he got a nick and la la, and prior to that goal, he made a world class save. So if that goal would have gone in, where he didn't make the world class save, but he saved the one from what do you call it, from Adoe, whatever. Who scored the goal? Where would you be now? Would your rating be high or low or somewhere in the middle? Okay, for instance, yeah. So, for instance, that's the thing. So, we praise goalkeepers when they do an amazing job and score, but when they let one goal in, for instance, and you get it's yes, should he have saved it? Yes. Did he get a nick? We don't, possibly. Could Guardiola do anything better? Maybe. It's one of those shots, etc., where you don't expect the guy to shoot because from such an hour and an angle anyway. And what's it called? Give credit to the guy. Maybe he just looked at it and said, "Well, I might as well have a go and see if I can get it into this corner," because when a goalkeeper's covering the corner, you're looking for the other corner because you can get it in easier. But having that, with the defender and the goalkeeper basically blocking this side of the goal, you would want to go to the opposite side, but to take that chance. And because if we'd have missed it, people would say, "Well, why didn't you go to the other side?" So and he took a chance, and it paid off for them. So, for instance, and so yeah. Anyway, so let's go through the teams. So you got Forest started off with Selson goal, Anana, Markovic, Murillo, Williams, Domingo, Anderson, Alana, Gibbs White, Hunter Ladoe, and Woods. For instance, they were such a competitive, but also a very collective, made it very difficult in the centre. The likes of Anan, it was actually on Doku every time. They did very, very well. City fans can sit there and moan about our football club, okay, as much as we, about the players and blah blah blah. But we've also got to give credit for Forest, etc. Because I thought, for instance, the way they set up, they didn't. They set up basically what's it called to catch us on the counter attack. They said, what's it called? They to eliminate Manchester City's flaws. What they also did was go to nullify us as well, and to which they did very well. And Annie, for instance, on Doku, as soon as Doku got the ball, boom, they were on him. Okay, and it wasn't just one; there was two. Doku was left not at times with nowhere to go really, so apart from passing it back. Also, because Man City don't do any runs to near post, etc., it was very difficult to get him the ball across. So a lot of times you have to come back. Williams, for instance, on Savino. Savino again was kind of man-mat, really, because they know that Man City, these are Man City's, if we can knock these two out the way, then we got the centre of the park. But they flooded the centre of the park as well, made it so compact. Haaland didn't really get a touch, okay, apart from the first couple of shots in the first half. But other than that, he was surrounded. It was like congestion. But also the biggest problem is the fact that we were too, approach play was slow. For instance, we needed to be more. Not until Kevin De Bruyne came on, really, before we needed a playmaker. It wasn't someone to actually see if we can do something else other than what we were doing. So, but no, you got to give Forest credit, and they're there for a reason. They worked very hard on the ball. I bet they were celebrating in the dressing room after, but I bet they were knackered. And so for instance, but you got to give them credit. Man City, we started off with Edison in goal. And Nunes, Khusanov, again, the best the best player on the pitch. Diaz, Guardiola, Gonzalez, Savinho, Gonzalez, Savinho, Bernardo, Foden, Doku, and up front Haaland. 1-4-1-4-1. And apart from Bernardo, for instance, I would have put in Kovacic, who came on. I would have, that was my squad. So it was, Pep loves Bernardo, and on his day, Bernardo can do a good job, but yesterday he didn't, and once it got done, we didn't, we needed to be more creative, and we weren't, our play was too slow. The stats, basically, they're all in line with Manchester City. So, City have more possession, 9 to their 1. Our goals XG was higher than theirs. Our chances, when I was looking at to get Nico Gonzalez's interview, he said until not until for instance, the goal did they have a chance. Well, they had the chance prior to the Everton save, and they had one guy, one where it was crossed over, and the guy did a kind of syndicate over in the second half. But other than that, home team really do nothing. It's like they draw or prevent City from scoring and catches on the break, which basically the plan worked. But other than that, they didn't really do much. So, for instance, so we can, they did, and it was heading towards a draw, and when they got their chance, but they took the chance. So, I think what annoys me now is more than anything else is how Manchester City fans just fall off a cliff. We expect the media to do the same thing. I was listening again to bloody stupid idiot Rio Ferdinand because it's on TNT, and I've got to listen to Rio Ferdinand. Oh, he's an idiot, slagging off Khusanov again. What is that guy seeing? What is he seeing? What I am not seeing? Whatever. And I think he's just fouling down the narrative. And the other guy, Ali McCoy, like the other fat bloke on Talk Crap, whatever. Whatever. And he talked resume. We're playing good. And it was a game. Just how down to the narrative. You need to stop talking crap. He went to catch one of the on the left. He was our best defender by far, best player by far. What the hell are you seeing? Ash. Oh God, stupid! What do you do? Got a dictionary in front of you and trying to look up, trying to don't. You're missing out. What everybody all the Man City seeing on eyes. How good this guy is, and he impresses me every time I play a game. Spencer's been absolutely pants this season, and this guy has now made our defence look good. So I just don't know what the hell he's seeing. He just drives me crazy. He does. So, for instance, just shut up. Moaning about. So we're going to go to City fans as well. I've had a one City, one Jeff guy this morning. Oh, Ed, this is what you need to do. Give yourself a head of wobble. I remember replying, give yourself a head of wobble. You made a world-class save foot beforehand, 10 minutes beforehand. And then after that, what's the goal? He concedes, right? And then not rated. When he leaves, this is the reason why he's thinking about leaving. Because Ortega made that save. Ortega got the love, he did. So thinking, well, why should I stay? He's got to go to Saudi or wherever. We're going to like that, and then we're going to get another goalkeeper in who's not as good, and whatever. And then you'll be sat there going, "I wish my Henderson back." Again, we're saying that. We're also talking about Pep Outers. We were talking ESPN. What was his name? The jockey over there, for instance. Well, I think Pepper's too many players now. Maybe Klopp left because they were maybe not happy with his voice. Maybe Pep needs to. This is it. Again, yes, there is If Manchester City were bottom of the table, he were in 15th where I'm in it now, right? I could get that. I could understand that. But we're not. We're still in Champions League positions. We're still in the FA Cup. We still got won the Shield. We still got the Club World Cup, right? It's going to be difficult. We're in transition. As a 100. But for instance, to sit there and say Pep out, it's just ridiculous. It's ludicrous, beyond ludicrous. Quite honestly, it is. Because who you're gonna get who's better than Pep? Where you're gonna get him? It's all right sitting Pep out. Or I know what LB says. Oh well, I don't mind. People have the right to criticise. If you're gonna criticise, come up with a damn solution. Come up with a damn solution. Tell me who's gonna place Pep be a better manager. Play Edison is going to be a better goalkeeper. Tell me. We've had the best 10 years of Pep, etc. Now we're going to get rid of him just because I had one snap, etc. We're not gone as perfect, but we're still the champion. If we're 15th, follow the clip, arguments everywhere, people having tantrums, etc. I can get that, but I can't sit there of that. Is he stubborn? Does he have his faults? Yes, but to sit there and go over the top with Pep is actually driving me mad. Absolutely drives me mad. Because quite honestly, for instance, I can't see the logic. I really can't. My God, it's not somebody's gone before. Yeah. So, for instance, let's go through a few player ratings. 5 out of 10. I'm going through 6. An outstanding tonight after 6 minutes and was good with his contribution, but did deliberate goal shouldn't have gone with near post. No, 5 out of 10. What's the goal? What we did? LB lot of 3. Crazy. Nunes. I didn't think Nunes had a game. He looked very shaky from the start. That's what they're saying. Nunes said that he got his king. He didn't look steady. For instance, he got his knock. Well, I was going to come on. Didn't. So, but yeah, kind of good. Yeah, they give him a 6 out of 10. I'll give him probably about a 5 out of 10. Yeah, really did good, well for me. Khusanov, first time I've seen this. City Extra, 8 out of 10, player of the match. Easy, man of the match. You don't want to play in the match, crap. Yeah. Continues to impress and by far the way City's best player on the pitch. Rock solid, no nonsense to defend. His string of intercepts. Absolutely. Rio Ferdinand, what are you knocking at, dickhead? Ruben, 10 out of 10. Has calm, confidence, self-control, a bit better with Guardiola on defensive line. Couldn't have a thing about his goal. Yeah, I'd go with that as well. Ruben, didn't see a spat with Guardiola, so but I don't mind that. I don't mind them arguing because it means they care, passionate. Guardiola, 7 out of 10, did do much wrong. For instance, he got slated by LB and a few others. Again, they've got their own opinion. I don't agree with it. I thought Guardiola had a decent match until that last bit. Didn't do much wrong and provided some potential tracking threats, combining well with Doku, Savinho, and Silva on the left flanks. I remember the physical what was it? The Foden one where he did the 1-2. They give him a 7 out of 10. I would probably stick with that. Couldn't find the advanced position. Nikon Gonzalez, 6 out of 10. Did well to Forest in the midfield, but there was reasons Rodriguez won the Ballon d'Or. I thought he was good. I thought it was stupid to take him off. Give him a 6 out of 10. Got his booking, so he kept him on. For instance, and yeah, I understand why he changed it up. Kovacic, I thought Kovacic to take off and put Kovacic next to him, and then that would probably have been better for me. 6 out of 10, yeah, I'll go for that. Savinho, 6 out of 10. Couldn't find Haaland. Did a lot. They were just not nullified. Doku and Savinho, 6 out of 10. He tried, but he, for instance, they just nullified him, and they did as well. And Phil Foden, 6 out of 10. He wasn't happy when he came off, but for instance, I understand why Pep took him off. He kind of he tried to do a few things, 1-2s, shoots, etc. But he didn't really influence the game as the way he should. He's a playmaker. If he wants to take over the Kevin De Bruyne role, he needs to do more. And again, he's also in a very crowded area. You know, what's it called? When Forest got back, they got 11 men behind the back of the ball. Boom. You know, for instance, and it was always very difficult to play. That's the reason why you need to wide players. But again, for instance, we were just the play was a bit lethargic, bit slow, but you know, feel out of 6 out of 10. Jamie Doku 7 out of 10. He was okay in the beginning, etc. But again, for instance, he didn't. He didn't. There was nobody running at the far post, so he's get to Haaland. But yeah, we wanted to play with etc. a bit more. But he was going forward, and coming back, retreating back, and it was always step. He was very lethargic. We weren't fast. We weren't creating. We didn't through. That's why I think Echeverry would have Echeverry done any better. Erling Haaland 6.5. He had 2 shots in the beginning, completely out. Again, give it so I thought doing their job. It's a you know, I'm not going to go for the what do you call it, the subs. Pep on a 5, 6, 5. He tried to change it round. I thought he should have brought off Bernardo. Should have kept on Gonzalez. I give him a 5. Particularly, again, we go for it. It should have been a draw. Should have been at least a draw. Didn't get anything of it. So, but we've got to go our games. We don't have to win every single game, but in the week. So it's going to be a long week of slagging off the City. I'm going to have to listen to it. Hopefully, United can get absolutely stuffed today, so people can focus on that. But it's going to be another tough week. You know, listen to crap talking about Manchester City. So anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you. You know, let's keep the faith, guys. Come on. Bloody world. If I'd have got smacked up 7-0 and by Forest like Brighton did, you can get it. We lost 1-0 in the 83rd minute. You know, what's it called 86 minute. Come on, you know, for instance. And overall, we were the better team. We didn't deserve to lose. You know, and a draw would have been good enough. You know, so but and that kind of goal, etc. For instance, is unfortunate. Anyway, and see you always. Like and subscribe. Believe me, agree with me, disagree with me. That's fine. As long as you've got something smart in your brain and you're going to convince me. You can't just say he is. If you want to speak to me, for instance, you're more than welcome. I reply to every person who emails me or sends me an email. But I want to listen to some constructive. And if you want to troll, I mean, I live in the land of smiles. I'm not too far away from here. In the country, from foreigners, it's just ridiculous. So we listen to it every single day. So whatever you're going to say to me, for instance, if you troll, then it's just nothing. It's nothing compared to what we listen to every day. You know, every person who turns out to be a nut. You know, I've been in England now 2 months. Now I'm going to take the best patio 2 months. I'm going to be the best hotel in Paria. If it's in Paria 2 months, he's going to tell me the best hotels in Paria, where to stay. Okay. Okay. So keep the faith. Sorry, can it's not the end of the world. Just a 1-0 it would have got. How would you be feeling about the Pep after that? Anyway, so I'm going to shut up. So the girls are playing. I'm not sure, but we still got a week coming up, and I'm going to be talking every day. Hopefully, we'll get more clarity on why we lost, and yeah. So keep the faith. Keep the faith. Come on, City fans. Come on, keep the faith. It's not the word, you know. Bloody hell, you know. Gee whiz. All we need is top 4. We'll get top 4. Come on, we're still in top 4 right now. Oh, yeah. Okay. Love you and leave you. Sorry, Thailand. Take care. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Love you.